clam. This is the clam. Also, I got a new mic, so expect some better audio quality. Anyway, he just throws clams. And to be fair, he's pretty shit. Which is why, when looking into his beautiful eyes, my one and only thought was to beat every level where I could use him with only him. Now, there are only actually 2 campaigns in the whole game that allow the use of the clam unit, and only 2. I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill myself. Anyway, let's start with the adventure campaign, shall we? Yeah, this isn't gonna work. So yeah, instead, let's just calmly rethink the strategy. I put him in a tree. That's right, you're currently witnessing the strategy for every single level in the game but 1. Like really, I have like 6 hours of raw footage of me just sitting around throwing clams. What the fuck am I doing with my life? Yeah, pretty much the same thing here, nothing of interest, apart from that I figured out you could take control of a clam, and I think that's the best thing I've ever done in this game. Yeah, though other than that, it was easy. You know, this level is a little bit different actually, because I fucking died. I fell off a roof, I'm a fucking idiot, that's it. Apart from that though, nothing else to mention. I also turned unit health bars off because it was clustering the UI. The next level, fuck. So these are the first levels that actually give us a problem. The levels that don't give us enough money for a clam. Very simple solution. I can't do them. Skip! Next level now, and a perfect time to realize I didn't mention, but 1 clam per level, because in numbers they are kinda OP. So what do you know, this level was also really easy. But this level though is also really easy. But this level is the same. And so is the next one. But the next level after that has the first interesting thing of the whole challenge happen. Berserkers. Since they jump, they will almost always jump directly over the clams I throw and kill me immediately, no matter where I am or where I throw the clams from. They're going to kill me pretty much all the time, meaning they're pretty much always impossible. And they can really reach me. I did beat this level, however, because it has just the perfect circumstances to beat berserkers. However, the Viking level, where they spawn the most, because they're from that faction, is impossible all the time. And so these fucking levels, there's so many of them! Next level's the same as always, except it took an unbelievable amount of time. Like, this is almost 4,000% speed. That's insane. Next level's easy too. I only have one thing to say about it. This. Apart from that though, we won. Go fuck yourself. Next level's easy. Again, it took ages because it has a king, and I also dived headfirst over the banister a few times, but apart from that, breeze. You have no idea how long I stood here before I realized they aren't coming near me. Eventually though, I did decide to make my way down, and I almost immediately won. Our next level though is the first level on the Viking map, and this is where we figure out the major problem with this map, which is that there's no good place to put the clam, especially to hide from berserkers, which is why most of these levels are impossible. This one doesn't have any berserkers though, so I just, you know, forced everyone to commit suicide like you do in a children's game. And yeah, won pretty easy after that. Next level is, well, bards. I always feel bad for these guys whenever I play this level, because this level just got fucking massacred by the ability to take control of a unit. But, like, they can't fight back. Obviously, I won. Next level has catapults, and so I used this really cool spot that I would never use again for some reason. But anyway, this level's really quick because the catapults killed each other, and so I won very easily. The next level is, ooh, empty. Yeah, no, there's people in the cave. And I also won very easily again. Most levels in this game are going to be the exact same, so I'm going to start skipping levels. Especially this This is the next interesting level in the game, and it's interesting because of mammoths. More specifically, multiple mammoths. Because a single mammoth with his immensely high health and area of effect stomp, can take down most clams before they can hit him, so it takes like 10 minutes to kill a single mammoth. With multiple, however, multiple area of effect stomps cause every single clam to die. Realistically, it is probably possible, but it would take like an hour per level, and I'm not spending that long on this dumbass fucking challenge. Anyway, I gave it a few good attempts, but I couldn't. It's impossible. So, now is the time to introduce the unit I shall use when no ordinary clam shall suffice, for this is no ordinary clam. This is clam chowder. It's a clam with a minigun. Basically, every time I'm unable to beat a level with the normal clam, I whip out clam chowder and disintegrate every unit there. Real simple stuff. Anyway, back to normal clam stuff for the next level, which is nothing to write home about. However, something horrific happened in this level. I found out my clam was French. I may need a trauma blanket. Anyway, the next interesting thing to happen, other than me winning the level like this, is I started listening to music, so no more live audio. Yeah. I had a clam orgy to beat this level, then I got an unreasonably cool shot against these mammoths in this level that was impossible. Next level's also impossible, 2 in a row was crazy. Well, wait, you have no idea how happy I was seeing a doable last stand level. Still nothing happened, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Potion sellers are terrifying. Shit. Clam chowder time. And if you're wondering why it's called clam chowder, honestly, it's just the only thing I could think of with clam in the name. This seems a tad unfair. Believe it or not, 1 clam cannot take down 7 minotaurs, and I really tried. What? You bastard. Would you believe me if I said that this convulsing mess was my best attempt? And yet still not a single minotaur died. Hell, clam chowder even died a few times. Eventually we did win though, and now we are moving on to another final destination that works. Bow down to the clam gods. Anyway, beat it pretty easy. So here's something interesting, I can't kill Valkyries. Since they fly, the clams straight up just can't hit them except for when they dive, and when they dive, well, clam chowder works though. Sometimes, if he can get enough clams there, they can pile up high enough to get the Valkyries. But sometimes he can't, so it's sometimes impossible even with clam chowder. Case in point. And so we move on to... Oh, come on. Nah, I'm good. Believe it or not, this level is actually possible. It took so long, but yeah, we won. You know, I thought about it, but then... Nah... Almost fell off there, but anyway, we have another possible final destination. Time for the next level. Oh, holy shit, never mind, I'm cheesing it. Next final destination level is against a Minotaur and is surprisingly pretty easy. Shit. Love playing the next level because all the ships always immediately drown as soon as you start the level. In fact, there were some berserkers I thought were going to be an issue, but nope, they all drowned as well. Willingly. Not gonna question it because we won easily. This is a fun one. Easy, but fun. Did find out clams are oddly one of the best units at climbing stairs while testing though. Oh fuck, this is gonna take a while. So I found out through a mix of the mammoth and Zeus's that the clams just can't get close enough to hit them. So... 6 shot or not, I'm not having 3 epic montages of clams in this video. No! Do you expect me to beat 6 Greek gods with a fucking clam? So yeah, this is one of the levels that needed clam chowder to beat. Next up's Final Destination King, and like most Final Destination levels, it was really easy, and like most levels with a king, it took fucking ages. Goddamn! This is the last level of the adventure campaigning. God damn did it take a long time. Like, this time-lapse you're watching is cutting out the beginning bit because it's just me dying a few times. But this is a good 20 minutes of footage. It's too much. Challenge campaign next, and it was a lot quicker. This isn't because the levels were easier, it's just because it was more divisively split between easy and impossible. Great start. Yeah, first level of this campaign already needs clam chowder. It's boding great for the rest of it. Next level's fine, nothing to worry about. This is kind of sad. My nemesis. The scarecrow functions the exact same as the clam, so for all those wondering why I didn't choose the scarecrow instead of the clam, it's because the clam is funnier. The next shit ton of levels were really easy, and then boom, berserkers again. Just gotta mention, all the levels I did impossible were attempted quite a lot to get that label, like this one, where I really do mean there is nowhere I can hide from berserkers. Clam chowder. Anywho, this is the next interesting level of the challenge due to a mix of potion sellers and my own stupidity. Basically, I was standing safely on the roof and then got fucking scoured by the potion sellers, which made me fall off of the roof. However, I did not die. Had to play Ring Around the Rosie with the harvesters for a while, and one of them got stuck, meaning I could no longer go round, meaning I was fucked if the other one didn't die before they got to me. But I won. God damn it. It's every Viking level. You can't hit me up here, right? Snake archers are a little problematic. Not to fear, for clam chowder is here. I'm losing my fucking mind. Nothing to worry about here. That attempt took 20 minutes. Mammoth! He never got up. What the hell? Ooh, last level. Well, that's fucking anticlimactic. Fine, but don't hold your breath for anything too interesting. Can you see why this campaign sucks? Can you? If you haven't noticed, there's nowhere to hide, and that's what I've been doing the whole goddamn challenge. Since the simulation map isn't meant for some big, like, set piece like all the other maps, it's literally just a flat plane most of the time. So almost every level requires clam chowder. So I'm gonna clump all of them together. This level's possible though. Yay. Have you ever felt bad for a tabs unit? Why? I enjoyed this one a lot. It was unbelievably easy. I barely even needed to throw clams, but like, it was still fun. And would you look at that? 2 possible levels in a row. Must be my birthday. Gotta give it a try though. This one's also very much impossible with clam chowder though too. He's just inadequate. This is it though, the final level of the campaign and the final level of this challenge. Well, no, it's not the final level of the campaign, but I put it at the end because it's by far the most interesting level we've ever done in this challenge. Off to a great start. Perfect. On a serious note though, this is the only level in the entire challenge that required skill and practice. What the fuck? Basically, I had to stand on the corner of this platform to bait all the berserkers into jumping over me so that I could kill them first without them killing me. Then I had to lure every other unit up one side and then run back down the other side all the way round to the other platform so that I could throw enough clams to kill all of them. And then I died a few times. Anyway, all that combined in one clean run finally got me the win and ended this really dumb challenge.